What's up guys, this is Chris here, and today I thought it would be fun to do a 2025 EDC update. I was thinking I haven't talked about my entire setup for a while, so I figured I'd give you guys an update and talk about maybe some of the new guns I've been carrying or will carry, and then some of the other gear I carry with them, along with the ammunition, holsters, etc. So today we're going to be going over my system. Now I just want to preface, this is my system, it's what's right for me, and I don't recommend that you go out there and copy me one for one. Everybody's everyday carry is tailored to them, their lifestyle, their body type, and just basically what you guys do throughout the day and what requirements and needs you might have from a firearm. So keep in mind that this is not a one size fits all, it's just what I use. Now before we get into the video, I do want to mention my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys very much. It's because of you guys that we have cool guns and ammunition and all the fun stuff on the channel, and we really appreciate your support. You guys have been supporting me since the very beginning, helping make our content the most unbiased gun content on the internet, and we appreciate you. If you want to support the channel, that's obviously the best way to do it. Just go to the link in the description below. Also in that description, as always, is the donate page to the YSS, which is a youth shelter in Ames, Iowa. It's close to my heart, and we really appreciate how much you guys donate per month. And if you want to do something good, all you have to do, it's easy. Just go down there, click that link, and donate to those kids. They could use it. That being said, let's get right into it with my everyday carry, and we'll talk about the first thing you guys always want to see, and of course that is the guns. So first off, I'll show the gun that I carry the most, and then we'll go into some more niche carry. So first off, you guys probably know that hasn't changed much. This has been my everyday carry for I think the past 3.5 years now. This is the Shield Plus Performance Center. I actually have two variations of this. You guys have seen the other one before, so I didn't want to bring it out. This is the one I carry more, but I do carry the other one. The other one has a optics mounting system on it with a hollow sun enclosed optic. This one, however, is rocking iron sights, and this one is in a phalanx concealment flannel holster. A lot of people were asking me like how to vet your dry fire practice, because we'd went over that a few times over the past few weeks, and I just basically just bring out my carry gun and work on whatever I want to. I mean, practice doesn't have to be work, it can be fun, obviously. So I don't take it too seriously, and I just kind of shoot around and have a good time. I came out here, made sure the iron sights were still on, the dot was still on. I just sight my carry gun a lot and just make sure that I'm on at 25 yards and in. I do a couple things, and the first two things I do is I often shoot the mags of carry ammo that I had in the gun. It's more important for me to know that my gun runs the carry ammo than that the carry ammo is 1 or 2% better than the previous one on a test I saw somewhere. Now, I sometimes carry the iron sight gun, and I do carry it almost always in this holster, so this is a holster we practice in. This is the gun right here. We got her unloaded, and as you can see, this is a Shield Plus with a 10-round magazine, flush fit magazine on it. I actually added Trijicon HD sights, and it has a tritium front with a blacked out rear. Now, the tritium front doesn't really help you all that much, and it makes me feel better. I've never found a situation other than having it on the nightstand where I can see where the gun is oriented so I can grab the handle quickly in the dark, where night sights have actually helped me personally, but again, makes me feel better. Now, the gun itself has a improved trigger because it is a performance center gun. So as you can see here, the trigger on this gun is really nice. Breaking about 5 pounds or so, 4.5, 5 pounds, but it is very crisp, very light, and it breaks right at 90 degrees. My wife asked me like what I train. A lot of bill drills, a lot of 1-1-1s, a lot of 2-2-2s. Anywhere from 1 to 6 rounds, depending on. Sometimes we do some Mozambique, some failure drills, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. But a lot of what I work on is stuff that I've ran into in my life. So basically just creating separation with people. Don't touch me, don't stab me, don't stab me, don't stab me, and then draw the gun. The super ton of rounds is cool, but reality is you're probably gonna fire 1 to 2. So I work a lot on that when I'm working for myself. The reason why I like the Shield Performance Center edition over the standard Shield really is the V-porting system in it that it has. These twin little ports here, although they don't look like much, actually add a lot of recoil reduction over the standard Shield. And I would say these twin V-ports in the Shield Plus are probably the lowest recoiling platform that I've had in this size and weight. So it's small, it's light, but it still packs 10 rounds of 9mm, which is pretty much all you need to get the job done in most cases. And then it has the twin porting system to allow me to shoot fast and accurately.
Help!
Now I'm rocking iron sights because they're just more comfortable, and I shoot iron sights so much that honestly I've been erring more toward iron sight on my carry guns lately because I shoot so many iron sight review guns that it just seems to make sense. I also am almost 40, so I've shot iron sights most of my life, and I just feel really comfortable with them up close. My groups are tighter with the iron sight gun. I guess that means I'm an old man.
I'm like, I know where the iron sights are all the time.
Well, you know what's
what I
funny?
mean?
Don't load that. I'm gonna show you something. This is how you'd shoot in real life. You think you'd need a red dot for that?
No. I guess.
What a demonstration.
Another thing that I like the dots a lot for the distance shooting. I like them a lot for speed shooting, but they have a tendency to fail. All the FUDs say electronics have a tendency to fail, but it's not just in the way that you think. Sometimes the battery's dead, sometimes it has a shitty battery connection, but for the most part, every once in a while you'll pull the gun out of the holster and it'll have shit in the window of the optic, like maybe lint or water if you're out in a rainstorm or something like that. And the majority of the time, my dot is not at the brightness I'm looking for, and in a situation where I need it the most, I don't want to pull my gun out and have my dot at a different setting than I really want. I mean, you can set it for like an average setting, but it's never going to work at 3 in the afternoon and at midnight without changing the setting. And it's just a pain in the ass. Sometimes I forget, and I never forget to set my iron sights because you don't have to. Now the Shield Plus Performance Center, you guys have definitely seen before. I carry it with a 10+1 flush fit, and then I also have a 15+1 of SIG Elite Performance 124 grain in my pocket. It's actually downloaded one. It's actually 14 rounds. I just like that better for reliability. Now the holster choice has been the same for a long period of time. Phalanx Concealment has never paid me. They've never sent me anything for free. I've purchased all these. I really like these holsters. I'm also not paid by Smith & Wesson to do any of these videos. I just really like them. Long before I became a gun tuber, even when I was 18 years old, I had a sign that said Smith & Wesson protects this house, and it still does to this day. Now the gun that I've been carrying quite a bit more lately, and that is going to be the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0.
Do we have a gun?
Yeah, I got my little 380 Bodyguard.
Okay.
Now, not only is the Bodyguard probably the best 380 pistol ever made, but it also has the same form factor and very similar trigger and ergonomics to my Shield. It's just smaller, so I don't really have to train that much to switch back and forth. Now, this is the Performance Center Edition, just like my standard Shield. This is the one that came out recently. This has a little bigger front sight. It has the yellow front sight. I can acquire that better with my eye for whatever reason. Normally I prefer orange, but this one's so bright, it works out a lot. I don't know if it has a better trigger or not, but this trigger on it feels even better than my Shield Plus. The trigger on this gun is really, really nice, which allows me to get accurate hits out to 25 yards. I personally do not carry a gun that I can't hit a 6-inch plate at 25 yards with. Even with this small gun, I can still accurately engage that hostage target at distance if I need to. If I have to take one precise shot at a headshot, I want to be able to do that regardless of what I carry. Oh! It's accurate enough.
Oh my God.
What I really, really like about the gun is the fact that it comes with this new single port comp up on the front of the gun. And even though it's a 380, you would perceive very little recoil. The gun only weighs about 10 or 11 ounces. So obviously, keep lowering the weight of the gun, you're gonna increase the recoil. So it actually helps to keep that muzzle on target. I think it shoots really well.
Yeah, it actually really does. I do think that port helps.
This is like a little mini PDW. I can shoot this thing really, really quickly for being so tiny. I mean, if you look at the size of this per the size of my hand, it's so easy to carry this that there's really no excuse not to have a firearm on you.
Help!
Like if you're just going into the gas station quick, it's so easy to grab this setup and just stick it in my basketball shorts. And that's what I've been doing a lot. A lot of times lately I'll drive further now to the gym than I used to drive. And with my gym shorts on, sometimes my Shield Plus is too heavy to actually hook into my shorts. Now these clips that I use, they actually hook into the waistband of my shorts, and I can actually draw really easy. I actually practice it all the time just to make sure I don't pull the holster out with the gun. So make sure you use the right clip if you're gonna do something like that so it grabs onto the shorts, because sometimes it won't. Sometimes the holster will come out with the gun unless you use a belt. They make a variety of different clips that are actually strong enough to do that. That being said, this gun is so lightweight and so easy to carry that it doesn't wobble around or move at all in my workout shorts. So I really appreciate that, and it allows me to be armed all the time. When I walk the dogs, when I'm just going to the mailbox, anything like that, where you wouldn't normally even bother to bring a gun, or maybe back in the day you'd pocket a 22 or a 32 or something like that. Now I get 11 rounds of 380 ACP in a very shootable platform, so I never feel outgunned in any way. Really, really like the Bodyguard 2.0, and I'm starting to think this is probably the best carry gun of the last 5 years, at least for me, and I've been carrying a lot more. As a matter of fact, we actually have 2 of these now, and my wife has been carrying one off and on as well, slowly pushing her away from the dark side of the SIG over to the light side of the Smith & Wesson.
I don't hate it.
Now, because they're so minimal in capacity on the Bodyguard, I actually have 2 of these extra magazines. One I carry in my pocket, and one of these I actually carry in my truck. In case for whatever reason I need 30 rounds of 380 ACP, I've got it. Like Clint Smith said, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And like Peacemaker says, there's no wrong time to rock. We're gonna get into my winter carry gun, and this one I actually carried a lot last year, and I will be reintroducing it this year with a different dot. So this is my Staccato CS. This is probably the best shooting small gun a human being can buy. On top of that, it's been done up by Skip's Guns. I have a big single port comp in the front of it, and this gun is super, super quick. I also had the trigger redone. This is a Atlas trigger, and this is breaking right about 4 pounds, so we didn't decrease the trigger weight at all. I just like the flat face trigger shoe, and that way we keep everything stock, we keep everything reliable, we have good, reliable ignition. I just have a little bit longer face because I've got really long fingers. Now I like the Staccato CS because it is a very, very tiny 3.5-inch barreled 2011, and the gun shoots absolutely lights out, and it carries a solid capacity of 16 plus 1 in the magazine. So the gun is absolutely excellent. No. That dirty bastard, I got him though.
You don't chase the Texas Star, you let it come to you.
I shot 4 out of 5 and then missed 3 times in a row. I carry that also with SIG 124 grain Elite Performance, and I've had really, really awesome results on the range, and carrying this, it's so small, I barely notice it. The holster I was carrying last year was actually the LAS Concealment, because that's my standard holster that I carry all my 2011s in. It literally fits all my 2011s, and it fits this one really well, but I had to take the magazine carrier off, and the reason for that is because the Staccato CS and the C actually use the micro magazines to make the gun thinner and easier to carry, but the magazines are so small they don't fit in my pouch. So I actually have a new holster coming that I'm going to be carrying just specifically the CS in. I'm also going to change the dot out to the Vortex enclosed dot, and I'm going to be running that dot this winter, and I'll let you know how that goes. So far on the CS, I haven't done a 1,000 round review, but it's 100% reliable. We have well over 1,000 rounds through it, so here's your short 1,000 round review. It's phenomenal, it's tiny, it shoots great, and it's well worth it. Now we'll get into 2 items here that I never don't have. Number 1, Spyderco and Dura-4. You guys have seen this before. I've carried the same knife for, I think, 20 years. Sometimes I have one half serrated. Most of the time I have one that is just a standard blade. And you can see the blade on that. The thing is so messed up because this is half a pry bar, half a screwdriver, and half a knife. These things are so universally awesome. They are reliable, they're durable, they're super thin, they're unbelievably light. You never know they're on there. You can clip them in literally in anything, basketball shorts, a pocket, however you want to do it. And they're still big enough to where if you absolutely had to, you can hit all the vitals that you need to hit and cause all the damage that you need to do. You can skin a deer with this damn thing, you can open a box with it, and you can turn a screw with it. Best knife I've ever used by far. And my favorite part about it is if you're going to carry a knife at all, make sure you can open it one-handed or it's pretty much useless. And the other thing I always carry is my Haley Strategic Surefire D3 FT. Now this light is one of my personal favorite lights of all time. I've had this for 3 years. It's reliable, it's super durable, it's ultra tiny, as you can see right there. It's very, very lightweight. It's got this cool clip so you can clip it onto it, and it has has a crazy throw that I can see animals and people out to 200 yards with no issue. So I love that. But what I love the most is it comes with this little D ring here. So if you want to use it one-handed, it's super easy. You just click the button like that and you can hold it in your hands just like that. Really, really easy to do. I would show you, but the battery's actually dead right now. So bear with me on that. But if you want to shoot with your gun and you don't have a weapon light on it and you plan on carrying an EDC light, this ring helps a lot because you can actually use it in conjunction with your hand and you can push it on your hand. I don't practice with that a lot because usually I'm holding it up like this and shooting one-handed, and I'm good at shooting one-handed, but if you want to try that, you absolutely can. A couple more things on the EDC. If I'm not carrying the Spyderco and I feel like I want a fixed blade knife, same fixed blade I've been carrying for a long time. This is the Headhunter knives. Oh my God, I forgot the name of it now, but I think it's like a clinch pick kind of from Craig Douglas. Very lightweight, very small, unbelievably sharp. It's got a really, really comfortable handle on it. I usually carry this while I'm walking the dogs because instead of just putting the Spyderco in my pocket, it's easy just to slip this on my waistband. And this clip is so powerful that A, you can get screws stuck in it, and B, this will get attached on literally anything. You see this back clip right here, this little end clip? That thing, if you clip that onto any shorts, any pants, any pocket, anything, that will stick and you'll pull the knife super easy. And that's really good too, because a lot of times if you ever need a knife for EDC purposes, like self-defense wise, you're probably only going to be able to have one hand, so make sure you can draw it with one hand. It also comes with a trainer knife as well, so you can train with it, you can do combatives with it, and you can learn how to use it. Last but not least, I actually have 2 of these in my truck at all times, and these are just blowout kits. So this is just a cheap one I got on eBay a long time ago. It's got a compass on it, and I actually have a couple of better ones in the truck. This is just the first one I saw. I have one attached to my plate carrier, and I have one that just sits in the door, and then I have one that actually sits on the other side of the door, depending on which way my truck is facing. Anybody can just go to a front door and grab the blowout kit in case anything happens. Everything that you would ever need for a serious injury, whether that be you fall on a fence post or a piece of rebar, whether that be you accidentally shot yourself in the foot, you got bit by a big dog, whatever the case may be, this thing can stop bleeding until an ambulance arrives. And the reason why that's so important is because, well, honestly, with modern day response times, with basically no one working anywhere anymore, sometimes the ambulance even in town can be 15 to 30 minutes away, and a lot can happen, especially with bleeding or airway issues in 10 or 15 minutes. And not only do you have to have the stuff to take care of that, but you have to have the training as well. I was a tree trimmer, I was an electrical arborist for many years. We had to do CPR and first aid and rescue breathing every single year for almost 20 years. So Bubba and I are pretty skilled at this stuff, and I recommend you be as well, because this will be more likely to save somebody's life than this. Just statistically, that's a fact. Car accidents, motorcycle accidents, whatever it may be, can run to the truck, grab this, and you can be a hero. And that's what this is about anyway. That's what the gun stuff's about. That's what the knife stuff's about. It's about stopping bad people and helping good people. And there are a lot of ways that you can help good people, from having a fire extinguisher in your truck, to knowing how to do CPR, to knowing how to do rescue breathing, or even knowing how to do the Heimlich maneuver. I've actually saved multiple people's lives in my lifetime with A, knowing how to do rescue breathing, and B, knowing how to do the Heimlich maneuver. I actually saved my wife's grandma with the Heimlich maneuver. So make sure that you guys know that stuff. Get out there and be good citizens. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help our Oklahoma shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.
Are you having a sexual experience with your super coffee right now?
Yeah, I've been drinking the expired ones all morning. I'm not sure how good that is for me, but caffeine's caffeine.